NSFW, what unexpectedly turned you on? We were going through our old childhood books to donate to charity and she found this Sesame Street picture book I must have owned as a kid. She was going to get rid of it but I wanted to keep it. She started reading through it to me to tease me. When she got to the section about Ernie taking a bubble bath with his rubber ducky in her teasing voice, it awoke something in me I didn't know about myself before. We kept that book and now she reads it to me on my birthdays before we have bubble bath sex. We finally learn the origin story. We're witnessing history. My wife doesn't really ever swear. Except when we are doing the deed. Then she throws around F-bombs freely. One day she kicked the corner of the table and screamed out aloud, "Frick, I had a Pavlovian response in my shorts." Fiancé makes this sound when he's turned on by something I'm doing or that he's looking at on me, but it can be a problem sometimes because he sometimes uses the same sound when he sees like an ad for food that looks really good. Read this as what unexpectedly turned on you and started writing about how when I was younger my grandma's sweet dog almost tore off 2 of my fingers. Thank God I went back and read it. If I had gold I would give you. When my so jokingly bit my butt. I was lying naked on the bed after a shower and he straight up bit my butt cheek as a joke and dang. It did things. Honestly, sometimes when I'm getting changed my BF will just get on his knees behind me and kiss/bite/caress my butt and I'm gone. Never thought that would have been a thing for me, but wow. Wife couldn't reach something and I caught her hopping up to try and get to it when she didn't know I was there. My brain went into primal must FRCK right now mode. And now everything in your house is just out of reach, right? I'm gonna make these plans. Hard to reach. When my husband looks back when he's backing in the car. Does that include the putting the arm over the passenger seat back? My hairdresser straddles my leg once in a while and gets really close. She also give the best scalp massages. I'm pretty sure they do that for the tip. Which tip though? I don't know, smirking face. She also gave me her number but I haven't asked her out. Well, you're either not into her or an idiot. She's clearly into you. I'm just not into her enough to find a new place for a haircut. I've been going there for a decade. Kind of like a reverse hair down moment? Don't know how to describe it. First time noticing was a girl I kind of knew in high school, sort of pretty with really long brunette hair, in a science class. It was a practical lab, so no hanging hair. In just one sweep she gathered up all her hair and pulled and tied it into a ponytail, and slipped on the safety glasses, and I was just gone. Was going to say the same thing. My first date with my girlfriend, she put her hair up in a bun and it felt like time was moving in slow motion. I wasn't sure if I was gay or not and those few seconds cleared that one up. I told her about it and she said it felt a little awkward to her actually, she was struggling to get her hair in the tie. But I enjoyed it. My wife and I were in Pier 1 a while back and we happened to walk by the Venetian mask display. She tried on a black velvety one jokingly, not to be sexy at all. But we both just stopped and stammered for a second as we realized it got us both going, a lot. I bought it for her as a surprise a few days later. It has been over a year in a drawer with the tag still on it. Never used. I am sad now. A couple years back, my girlfriend at the time and I used to have sex while Pandora played. Every once in a while a car insurance commercial would play in the middle of songs. We laughed it off, but it didn't distract us from doing the deed. Fast forward a couple years forward and I hear that same car insurance commercial. Instant erection. My former professor took job as copywriter for the education system in our company. So I write the technical stuff, send it to him and he'll make it nice to read. First time I read his work on my text, I was amazed by how well he understood what I meant and made it so much better. And I got wet. I still sometimes think about certain paragraphs when masturbating. 70-year-old woman said I was handsome. Got a raging hard-on for some reason. I think I need a girlfriend. I, female, was doing dishes, and one of male friends who was visiting was watching me from the doorway, unbeknownst to me. When I noticed, he was just casually standing there, leaning against the frame, arms crossed. Someone being extremely passionate about history or doing well in Scrabble. It's very weird. Taking a Greek mythology course and the TA, a curvy redhead, said if you want to talk about mythology for hours on end, I'm your girl. Lick my ear and I'm down to frick. Never get a puppy please. This guy I was seeing called customer service to get a company error corrected. He used the softest, firmest, most understanding tone I've ever heard and I lost my damn mind. First off, I'm a guy. So my high school had a darkroom for a black amp, white film photography program. I was the only boy in the course, there were about 10 to 15 girls in the class, I was pretty good. And by my junior year, I had been involved in the program longer than any other student. Having so much experience led to me being a good place to go for advice on printing their photos. I would go to their station to figure things out, and the same 3 friends of mine, that were girls, in that class, would come up behind me and rest their chin on my right shoulder, and that would always wake me up. I never expected something like that to send goosebumps up and down my body, and warrant a reaction downstairs, but it happened, and I took it in stride from then on. Not the same thing, but I had something similar where I was talking to a female coworker one day about back pain, and for some reason she started telling me how your spine alignment or something can be related to your mood, and proceeded to run her fingers from the top of my spine to the bottom twice to check my alignment, and I'd quiet, but that shit sent me, and just goes to show human touch is a very powerful thing. Hitting the rumble strips on the side of the road. There was a girl I worked with who kind of got on my nerves a lot. Then one day she started going on about how much she loves bats, and I instantly wanted her. The juxtaposition of basic bitch and weird obsession with an unusual animal really did it for me. As someone with a couple of guilty basic bitch pleasures and an unhealthy obsession with axolotls, thank you, there is hope for me yet. Driving off cliffs in video games, falling in them in general. Also those videos of people jumping around on very high ledges and buildings. Finally something just plain weird. Looked me dead in the face, asked cash or credit? And I jizzed in my pants. Physical therapy, a no bullshit Indian lady is working on my neck. I start to droop my head, she unceremoniously yanks me back into position, keep your head up. Damn, yes mistress. That scene in GoldenEye where Xenia Onatopp squeezes that guy to death awoke something in me at a very young age. Someone acting out of character, so a shy guy suddenly being aggressive or a loud dude being quiet, in a situation that might call for it. So like a big loud dude being soft towards a cat, or a quiet dude defending someone in a fight. Once my very quiet and innocent friend who never curses said bitch, and I've never been the same since. My girlfriend when she picked up a knife. Didn't expect that one. When I'm cuddling with a guy and I'm little spoon and I can feel him getting hard. That really does it for me. It bothers me a bit as a guy. Like, sometimes I just wanna cuddle and my dick's like, oh, we about fuck? Let me get ready. And I gotta tell it, nah, chill. False alarm. We just cuddling. But damn it if it doesn't pop up again a little while later and I gotta say damn it dick, I thought we had an understanding with that. Thankfully my girlfriend enjoys it enough too, but I'm always afraid that she thinks it means I want her to fuck or something when in reality it's just my dick being a dick. I don't have a medical fetish, but for some reason medical scrubs do it for me. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Likewise, no fetish, but a well-fitting pair of scrubs is hot. Thanks for watching Team Astro. Please subscribe for more amazing videos. Like and share this video and consider supporting us. Daily fun fact before you leave. A hippo's wide open mouth is big enough to fit a 4-foot tall child in. If you're a 4-foot person, I'd suggest you stay away from a hippo. Lol.